Hello you guys, this is Toya and thank you for watching Toya JTV. I look so crazy, but this is week 20 of the How to Stretch Your Relaxer series. I just took my hair down, as you can see, which is why I just have all this hair on top of my head. I'm just going ahead and combing all the way through it just to get any of the extra shedded hair out, because I have had my hair braided for the past 3 weeks, and I expected to have more shedding, of course more than I would at 2 weeks when I normally take it down. I really don't like not washing my hair every week, but hey, it is what it is. I waited 3 weeks, and that's just the reality of the situation. I normally like to shampoo my hair every 7 to 10 days. Alright, so this is how much hair came out. That seems like a lot. I mean, that's like a wad. See, it fits in my hand. That's like a wad of hair. The reason why this is so much is because even though I did not comb my hair for 3 weeks, but even so, my hair was still shedding the normal rate that it normally sheds, 100 to 200 hairs per day. Since I did not comb my hair, that hair had nowhere to go. It was braided up, so that shedded hair had nowhere to go. So if you multiply 100 to 200 hairs a day times 7 days a week times 3 weeks, you know, it seems like I probably should have a little bit more than that, but I'll take that. So if we do the math, even if we just say 100 hairs a day times 7 days, that's 700 times 3, that's 2100. That should be over 2,000 hairs, and that wad does not seem like 2,000 hairs. But hey, it may be. And I'm just using the wide tooth, the wide part of the comb, to, you know, just make sure I got all the shedded hair out. Because if I did not properly detangle my hair, and I left most of this in my hair by the only thing I did was take my braids down with my fingers, and most of this did not come out, this is what my hair would do as soon as it got wet. It would ball up just like this, okay? And a bunch of knots all around my head, just like this. And that would be a hot mess. So you want to thoroughly comb through your hair to get all of that out first. So that way, as soon as the shampoo hits my hair, then I'm not stuck with that problem. All right, so I got it all out. Okay. So at this point, look how long this hair is getting. It's getting long. I can only imagine what it's gonna do once I actually straighten it. So after this week, there'll only be 4 more weeks left of this series. And on the last week, I'm going to actually straighten it. Okay? So right until then, it's just gonna look like I have a huge afro. It does feel good to touch my scalp. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and shampoo it, condition it, and all that, And then I will come right back to explain in detail exactly what I did. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I am back and I have just shampooed my hair. I used the Extreme Clean since it's been 3 weeks. I used the Extreme Clean clarifying shampoo, and that just gets all the dirt, the oil, and the residue off of my hair. Next, I moved on to the Extreme Moisture. That puts all of the moisture back inside of the hair. And then I use the replenishing conditioner. And with the replenishing conditioner, I'll just let that sit. It doesn't have to sit more than 15 minutes, but I did 5. You can do between 5 and 15 minutes. I just let it sit for a little while, and then I rinse that out. And now we are here. I have towel dried my hair. What you just saw me spraying was the leave-in conditioner. So I'm just gonna kind of comb that through. Again, I'm using the big side of my wide tooth comb, and I'm just kind of combing it through before I go on to the blow dry. After this, I'm gonna just blow dry it, and then I will, after it's completely dry, I will going to see, can I talk one of my hairstylist friends into braiding it for me. Alright, so I did that, got all the leave-in conditioner combed all the way through from the root all the way to the ends. And as you can see, my hair is so fluffy because of all of this freaking new growth. Man, that's a lot of new growth. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and blow dry. That's not going to take me very long. I will be right back after I blow dry. Alright, you guys, so my hair is completely dry, although it's still thick. You know, you would think that the blow drying, well, I mean, it straightened it, but some. But my goodness. I'm not used to my hair being this thick. I feel like I'm practically natural. I mean, if you think about it, before I started this series, I did the How to Stretch Your Relaxer for 6 months series. So that was 6 months. And at the end of that series, I did not get a relaxer. So now I jumped right into this series, and I'm doing the How to Grow Your Hair while wearing weave for 6 months. So, and I'm almost at the end of this series. So that'll be a year. Oh my Lord, that's a long time. That'll be a year since I've had a relaxer. And then after this, I'm doing another series. It's going to be 3 more months. So by the time I get a relaxer, it'll be 15 months. I'm going to need a virgin relaxer. I don't like this. Okay. So now my hair is completely dry. So what I'm going to do is, see, now y'all see, this is why I don't like braiding it. Look how thick this stuff is. It's getting very long, okay. I'm just amazed at how well my edges have been doing. You remember I had the postpartum alopecia where a lot of my edges came out. I mean, it wasn't completely bald, but there were, you know, very thin areas. Some areas you could see my scalp. And now, just looking at my edges alone, it kind of reminds me a little bit of having a weave frontal. You know how people try to, like, you know, make it look kind of, you know, like in the front, not perfect. That's how it kind of reminds me. But look how, this is how much my edges have grown out. Okay, so basically none of this hair has been relaxed because all of this was pretty much, I mean, it was very thin. It was very thin. Okay. And now I have enough. It comes down to my nose. That's a lot of growth. And it hasn't even been a full 6 months yet. Like all of this right here, all of this was so thin. I mean, you could see right through it. And now it's thickened up, it's grown. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the progress. And you know, that was the damaged part. So I can only imagine what the rest will look like once I actually straighten it. At the end of this series, I'm going to press it out. I'm not going to relax it. I'm just going to press it out and see. Remember these pieces? These pieces right here, if you go back and look at the beginning of the series, these pieces right here were just little bitty springs that could just stick up. You know, they stuck up about right here. So they were about this short because the only thing they could do is stick straight up. And they've grown out. They actually lay down. See? It actually lays down now. At first it was so short, only thing it would do is stick straight up. I tell you, the things we women go through to have these kids. We get fat and we lose our hair. And we'll do it again. Well, y'all might. I'm at my limit of 2. I'm done. I'm 2 and done. I think 2 kids is my magic number. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now. Oh, and it feels fantastic. Woo. It feels very soft. I mean, it feels great. I love this feeling. It feels wonderful. So what I'm going to do now is just put my scarf on to kind of tie my edges down a little bit. Because once I get my friend to braid it down for me, this will kind of help her out because it's going to lay my edges down. Alright, so I will leave it like this until I get ready to get it braided, which will be in about an hour or so. And then I'll come back and show you all, you know, after it's braided, I'll show you all, you know, putting the oil on my scalp and then the wig that I'm going to wear for the week. Think Pocahontas this week, okay? Alright, I will see you all later. Alright, you guys, so I have my hair braided. It just looks so nice. It is, I mean, it looks a lot better than what I would have done. So I am happy to have my hair braided. This will definitely last me 2 weeks. Although my friend told me she's not braiding my hair for 6 weeks. She said this will last 6 weeks. But the series will be over by then. So I told her she got to do it at least one more time. So now I'm going to go ahead and oil. And I'm putting the oil directly on my scalp. This oil is not available yet. Not for sale. But if you're wanting to oil your scalp, you can just use whatever oil you have. You just want to make sure your scalp is moisturized. And don't use grease. Massage it in. And then after this, what I'm going to do is just put on my wig cap, my silk scarf, and then I'll be off to bed. And then I'll come back tomorrow once I, you know, got a little makeup on and my hair on to show you the finished product. But this is practically it for the night. I've shampooed, conditioned, put leave-in on, oil my scalp, all that good stuff. So at this point, I'm good to go. Alright, so but I will come back and show y'all the finished product. Alright, but this is the main attraction right here. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit.